I hope you're doing well. This is interesting. We get to see each other in daylight. What kind of like lighting is this? It's weird. It's transitioning. Anyway, transitioning isn't always bad. You know, we give props to the LGBTQ and plus and or minus kind of community, however you identify yourselves. So, the thumbnail for today, by the way, angels of light and love, I welcome you in to direct and protect these messages, my chakras, my auras, my space, my essence, my health and wellness, and that of my children's. So, first off, okay, I don't know why I was called to wear this thing. I was called to do sporty today. To get off my ass. That's what they said. But now I'm back on my ass. But I'm doing things, you know? So, anyway, they told me to wear this. You know what song came on? My team is here. I know they're here. It's, what is it? It's by Feed Me. It's Love Is All I Got. Oh my gosh, I used to listen to that song all the time, but like a few years ago. And I'm pretty sure that's called. Okay, anyway. So, along with that, in this like box here, this is still in its original shipping box. I thought I had a certain deck in here because it's very similar to what I had before, and it's a mosh pit of several decks that I was going to let go of because, or like, you know, repurposed or whatever. Like I thought it was this one. But, because, you see, like, this one has missing King of Pentacles, the Ace, and the Two of Wands here. It's missing that, okay? Then we got a mosh up of, like, you know, this deck, Tarot of the Spirit, because I didn't realize that they cut corners, basically, which I don't mind, but it was hard for me to read initially. This is my, this is a deck before I got the other one. So, anyway, this is the most complete deck here, that's present, and it's the, Hermit card, upright. But I totally thought after pulling it, because I didn't even spend a few seconds with it, I just had a few seconds to like pop, you know, and let's slow down here for a second, because I feel like I'm trying to make up for lost time. I feel the pressure. I had calls today that were not pleasant, and it's okay because it's leading to something greater. The pressure is being applied to me to make moves, and I don't like to be rushed. No, it's okay to be rushed. That's part of like the fun in life. Like, that's always been like the holidays for us in preparing meals and stuff. But for here, I don't like to move in haste. That's the real truth of it. Nobody does, I don't think. And so anyway, I thought this was the Hierophant. It's like, hold up here, just chill out for a second. We're going to figure things out. We're going to like just slot our days accordingly. And this is like an extended vacation, having like a 4-day weekend, which is like fabulous. And I keep telling myself, at least at the bare minimum mantra, I am not going to clock in. I am not going to clock in. You know, I'm not going to ... even check my emails. That's not, it's too early for that. Like, in fact, if I was there for 5 years, still, like, I am granted this time for a specific purpose, not person. Like, I've got to set the rules straight. Like, if we're going to establish protocol, I can't be the one to break it. And, so, at the bare minimum, I have to at least, like, really give it up to myself. That's just a firm rule. You know, if for some reason my boss is going to put me up to something, then of course it'll have to go into overtime. There's no exception towards that. but there are certain workings, you know how that goes with making up for, you know, like, I guess, like, buying against future time, or like re-allotting, you know, timetables. Anyway, you know what happens with business. So anyway, I started feeling the pressure. I didn't like it, but I knew I had to do something. I was starting to feel so much so that like, I was almost compelled to do Dancie dance time. And I don't, that's a construct I need to break, because I don't do Dancie dance time because I don't, I don't feel cool, or I don't feel like there are certain parts of my life where I feel, and I think a lot of people have felt this before, or still do, I don't know, in certain facets of your life where you feel severely obsoleted, like not relevant. And who the F cares when it comes to your Dancie dance time? Like, I think I've been in a lot of relationships where I was just varying relationships where I was very scrutinized and judged unfairly. And a lot of that stuff, a lot of those judgments were, what do you call it? Were just double talk. They weren't even solid judgments. They were just projections, like, slotted into, you know, those mechanics. And that's crazy. That is crazy to put myself in those situations, but I'm no longer there, okay? I was there. So the whole reason why I'm bringing that up, there was a slight beep there, honk, was that, like, who cares if anybody is going to judge the way you dance, or the way you, these are so basic things, but, like, when I was just about to say those things, I was trying to figure out other, scenarios, and, like, even when it comes down to effing, you know what I mean? People judging you for that, and, or a certain perceived reputation, or, but, like, there are so many, like, evil texts that I have, that also have put me in that plane of, like, judgment, like, that about the effing scenario. And it's like, why do you, I don't think it hurt me. I was appalled at how far someone would go to take another person down, like, and it was just with no grounds, or it's insane. So anyway, I think when I pair along these, like, line up these scenarios that are very parallel in context to, like, who gives an F about, you know, how you enjoy yourself, and enjoy your moments, I think I'm that much further in getting to that point again. So, yeah, I just think it's crazy how, I have to feel, like, certain amounts of pressure and stress in order to carve like, an exit plan of feeling my Dancie dance time again. It's crazy. Who lives like that? I have a lot to be thankful for, and yet I have this construct that's, like, so crazy. But we all have to work with our hermit energy, right? And I think there's still a vibe of Hierophant energy here. Like, I started to feel like the walls are starting to cave in. And so, even though I don't really know how I'm supposed to go about things here, I know I trust that things are definitely, like, on plan, on target, on path, and I will not just figure them out, I'm going to be shown how to do these things, and everything is just going to fit perfectly. But oh, I have to unbuckle the safety belt for this this whatchamacallits, what do you call it? Holy smokes! The paper towels. Holy smokes! Give me paper towels. Okay, right there. Sure. Let me get some. Okay, so part of the reason I was like trying to validate, is it okay to come over here? Like, and it's okay. You do as you please, Tina. So, I did see, like, when you're, when you have, like, when you're a creator and you have, like, or, like, even, like, a performer and you keep, or, like, a, what do you call it, a writer, and you check, like, the head count on how many tickets were sold, or, how many, books were sold, or, how many head counts you have as far as followers. It's like, when you're on the lower end of the spectrum, where it's still like you can see the movements, the dial change without, because when you hit a certain number, like in the thousands or whatever, there's like a kind of an estimate provided rather than like its exact form. And so when you're in that part where you can see the monitoring of the highs and the lows, especially if you're on the, if you have lower digits, everything is a lot more obvious. But spiritually speaking, like if you were supposed to guesstimate it, like if you're like doing Wall Street or whatever, which is completely not really my realm at all, you can't like scrutinize over, like, you just have to do certain estimates, okay? And so for this, it's like you're always going to see fluctuations. That's just how it is. However, my scenario is very, very, very different. So I'm not even supposed to, I'm told not to pay attention to the numbers because it's another construct, another illusion. So I know this sounds like I'm getting sidetracked and there's a lot of tangents going on here, but trust me, it all goes together. So give me a second. So I'm noticing my playlists are so different right now. My playlists are evolving to a different, like, there's different people here, let me tell you. And this is beautiful because it's like the right hand is the doing side, okay, on this Hermit energy, and the light is coming from the action oriented side. The future is in your hands. Oh my gosh, that's what they're saying. That's the first time that I've ever got that from this card. The future is in your hands, you know, collectively speaking, with all the knowledge that was obtained. We also see a realm of justice, like, you know, like the Barber pole, you know, that's what it's saying, you know. I'm getting that, whatever that song is. it has like a movie clip in it. It's the barbershop, but it's like Marvin Gaye. I can only hear like somewhat of the beat. So it's feel good vibes, it's community vibes, and it's all good. Like there might be some quarrels on like the surface level, but everybody seemed to like mediate within in order to keep the vibe chill. Like we don't need any of that. This is not the place for that, especially. And like, why do we need that? You know, I feel like that's the vibe here. So anyway, justice wrapped around, you know, around the midsection, and everything is lit. Like, dude, this Hermit is a fireball for sure. So I know I have helpers, like supreme, so good. Like part of me, like, I know this is a tangent, but I'm gonna add it here because I want to communicate. Like I would love to know the identity of everyone that has helped me out. Like I know that in passing for my previous jobs, I've interacted with some of them, and they all vary in their life paths, and they're so positive, like they're so good. They're so smart, clever. They're fun. Like their soul is just like a warm piece of bread. I just got out of the oven, like just plush. And like if you're just about to scale down to the bare minimum of like bread and water, like feels like you're in prison, dude, that's like so good. And even like outside of prison, but I'm just saying a minimalist point of view in not having to like do the most. It's that substance, I've got to say. So anyway, and they wanted to communicate that with me, like in the several ways that they could possibly do, even within seconds. So I really do appreciate that energy, which, like, I have to say, I would not go back and do anything over in my previous jobs, because those were forums where I could unite in a certain aspect with these sprinkled souls all around. And it's just, thinking back on it, like I've had a lot of resentment and like had a lot of like poor things to say that were very factual and legit, but just as legit as that, if not even more so, what outweighed it to make it more worthy of an experience is seeing all of these people sprinkled out. Like, it's so good. So, but part of me also is like retracting some of it, because I'm like, I don't know if I've met some of them or if they're still current in my life and I'm being a total asshole to them because of, me not understanding their intentions or whatever. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't consider myself a total asshole or even a partial asshole. But, I can be very, callous and very firm. With my words, irregardless, like with a non-bias, and I think that's just part of the job. So anyway, what do we want to say here? Oh, the reason why I'm here, in like total validation, like I'm already feeling so much better, so thank you. The energy bubbles are just, it's good. It's nice and it's good. And what do we want to say? So, this is great, I gotta say, like, this new energy, like the new music that's coming through, it's refreshing. And the reason why, okay, I came over here was because, like, even though if I'll see a 0 on here, like, I know that's a construct kept for safety, like, so that I can just focus. And it's character building. Yeah. Yeah. So, I wanted, like, I mean, I know that there's echelon energy over here. I know. I just know. And I may not know exactly who you are, but even not just like here, but like here. Like here. Somewhere here. In various forms. And so I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to see, what do you do when you get stressed, when there are stressful things around you, so you don't get stressed? Like, what is your method of relief? What is your method of release if you ever feel like that's kind of burdening you? Because when I thought about it in its business aspect, I realized, like, like mogul, or what is that, how do you say mogul? They don't, if a certain realm of their business, a certain facet is not doing well, they don't get sad. I have never seen them like anyone in that positioning to get sad. They just handle it. They're like, okay. It's nothing personal. It's just like, what do we do now? Okay. I mean, that's when you get like higher up. But when you're first starting and you're investing like X amount so much, it's pretty disheartening to experience certain downfalls. But I guess that goes along with practice, right? You just practice. And I recalled that in a recent reading, like, don't take these things personal that are I have to revisit the reading because it was really recent, about not taking these things personal that are grounds for change. So I'm like, okay, so Spirit, I know I still have to be the driver's seat, and I know I have to take the wheel, but like, just LMK in whatever realm that I need to know. Just help me navigate. Okay. Anyway, here we go with that. So, dude, I totally forgot. What was the thing here? What was the reading supposed to be about? Shoot. According to Spirit. Oh, what's... Holy smokes. Oh my gosh, it is the Hermit here too. I never even really noticed that. Holy smokes. I have to use this deck. That's crazy. Let's pair it up. Oh, shoot. You know what? That's so weird. So, as I was putting that deck down, like right next to me, the deck, I put this like little sticky note right here. And like as I grazed it, it hopped. And it stood up right over here. Like, I already picked those cards. Like, it stood up on the, like, sidebar of my car door. And even those ones are missing, they're saying no. That's a selection already. It's King of Pentacles upright, Ace of Wands upright, and the Two of Wands upright. So there are special plans coming in my inbox. Like, it's not missing. It's here. It's legit here. How freaking weird is that? That is crazy weird. It hopped and it stood right up there. What kind of energies am I working with? So I remember when I was showing it to you, I couldn't read the card, but I did see like this loop over here. So it's kind of accentuated in its presentation. So we've got the Hermit card, not just accentuated in its full, I think this is the full circle tarot. Let me just double check that. Circle of Life tarot, okay? But it's accentuated. And this person is carrying the book. I think it's Akashic Records. Oh, and this is a form of victory. You know, the wreath. That's the only time I've ever seen like a circular thing right there, which is like a foreboding of renewals, with the like victorious renewals, because that's the only time we ever see anything like that is with the wreath on the top, which is the Six of Wands. So I mean, this is just like the dormancy of it, so it's going to grow green again. So we got it up right in there. How interesting. So now I got to put it right over here. Right over here. Thanks so much. I feel a lot better now. Oh. So it's come to my attention, the thing that stressed me out was that this is the wonderful lesson and simulation that's presented to me, actually. And I love it because I don't have to realize it in hindsight. So the call that I received was about when I would make my mortgage payments since my ex left, like just straight up left, and I have a high-pitched ringing in my left ear. It's 4:41 p.m. and it's 24:42 on the clock now. Anyway, I've been making, instead of like just a regular minimum payment, just the principal and interest only. And there are certain months, or I think at least 1 or 2 of the months, where I couldn't pay that, especially upon that transition point when they really, really cut the hours during the very end of my retail thing to this particular job. And so I was feeling like so much confidence. It was because like the amount that I was being paid allowed for the ability to stand on my own. And yeah, it allowed for me, like when I say stand on my own, like fully pay for the roof over my head and and utilities, and I would still have to like scrape a little bit basically for the other things, you know, but I could at least get by for now, like for reals. And I got the call and they said, "Oh, you're in arrears by X amount and you have to pay by Christmas Eve." You have to pay this by Christmas Eve, X amount. Otherwise, it'll escalate to an attorney for legal action. And I have never, ever, ever been put in a situation like this. And I'm thinking, that's insane, because what they were telling me was that the yearly review of escrow and all this stuff is not until like April or May. So why would they collect these dues like in this callous arena of not just like end of year? No, we need to have it by Christmas Eve. They couldn't even call it Christmas Eve, December 24th. And it just like, it blew my mind. Like, what is all of, it was insane to me. So I did the calculation. Like, even without doing the calculation, I know that I would not be making enough with this current job to account for that payment that's due. So I could say like easily, like as I was on the phone, so then I don't have to pay anything right now. I'll just pay off certain credit. Like, why would I put myself in a struggle that is, you know, up to my ears, like as much as I can possibly pay, and it still not be enough, and then know that it's going to possibly, but more likely, go to an attorney for escalation, like to collect. And I'm like, this is insane. This is so insane. But so I guess I'm like, I'm supposed to do my thing here. And the other things that I'm supposed to do with creating and, you know, whatever. And I'm like, no, that's not the way to go. That's not the way it's supposed to be. And because these are two separate categories. I mean, it's supposed to be like something that's supposed to motivate me, not like feel like I'm cornered and forced to do something like a freaking show dog. Because there was that realm where I was like, okay, well, I know my rate is too high for some people, so maybe I'll just reduce it for right now. And I'm like, just because I'm put in a situation, this is an important lesson here, I'm getting to it, is that I'm not supposed to compromise myself based on, especially like being put in a certain situation. I'm not supposed to do that. My rates stand as is. It's at a baseline and it goes up from there. That's what I was told. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. So if certain people can't pay for it, then they're not really within my, they're not my segment. You know what I mean? There's the people that can't pay my rate. There's enough to go on over here to help them out. Okay, there's a lot of content that I already have. Yes, definitely. So anyway, best piece of advice for me right now. So Tarot of the Spirit, we'll get a couple in here. Actually, no, this is going to be the clarifier, and then we're going to go with this, okay? So they already know what they want to say. Knight of Swords in reverse, very focused energy. Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. Excuse me. What is this? Page of Wands, extroverted. 10 of Swords, upright. And Page of, Page of Swords. Oh, Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, no, that's right. Okay, Page of Swords in reverse. Okay, so there's a lot of, like, surface level we can already see on the horizon. That's the whole reason why you do a SWOT analysis. You examine, you know, the highs and lows of the journey, okay? It's storyboarding, looking at those figures, okay? What are the ones that are fixed, that are presented, including the NPCs, as well as the ones that are not as tangible as one would think. So we look at this, okay? My echelon energies, and we come in focused with that focused eye, okay? Focused eyes, even if you have bifocals or trifocals or whatever, you just do what you need to do. You're still granted vision, okay? And even like if you, for some reason, are tuned into the Braille world, or, you know, all the more accessible, I would say, to the third eye realm. So feeling things out on a different scale. So we can already see that there's a range from queen level, people who are put in power in the divine feminine receptive form, like receiving information, downloading information, etc., to the page level, like the doers, like the interns, right? The starting point, the youthful energy, that both are in reversal. However, we don't focus on that, okay? We know that obvious is obvious. It's fine, okay? We can still work with this, okay? So, when we understand that, the huge divine, like, platform in this, the value in it, is that ranging from those receptive states of the interns that are supposed to, like, be, you know, like, basically getting the coffee ready, to the queen level, there's accessibility. When that is in our arena, that's also under our umbrella, which means that they're already being tasked and delegated to receive information, which means that, especially if you're on a high priestess level, if you are, which I know I am, that means that I have gained access to all of that information as well. So they're essentially doing the work. Their souls are doing the work that I don't have to. So in doing that, though, there is a certain respect for sentience and what they bring to the table, okay? Whether their intentions chime true or not, okay? The dynamic of how the divine sets it onto our plate is that is a benefit, okay? So there's a high level of transparency on this high priestess level, because the hermit energy is like, it's a gentle giant energy, definitely. So and with a gentle giant energy, there's like an overview. It's a 7 of wands energy, or it's like you can look down on everything, and that's a huge vantage point of knowing where to go, and like it's an expansive SWOT analysis. That's what that is. Risk assessment, all of that. And so that's wonderful. So anyway, access to that. Oh, so in understanding that, the certain respect for all sentience is to look at all levels as we're in a classroom, because this is swords energy, and we're all students here. There's no hierarchy on the students. Like, we're not thinking about, like, okay, so who's going to be the valedictorian, who's, you know, there's no one upping here. Everyone brings a vibe to the table. Yeah. 100%. So when we're looking at that, I got the picture of the Breakfast Club. Like everyone brings something to even detention, you know? So we got that. That's funny the way they put it. What's next? Page of Wands, extroverted. Yeah, it's about doing something together. This is a together build type of thing. So, Ten of Swords, and it's about really killing it, because even though you are positioned in a world that has frequencies that are varying, not just different, but varying, this expands our like our toolbox, our resource kit. So our emergency kit is like, dude, it's solid. It's like we didn't know we were going to be stranded on like Gilligan's Island together, but yet each and every one of us brings something solid to the table. And so it's about rocking it for sure. So the best piece of advice right now for me is to look at things in a collective span. It's not enough just to know that one is a giant, that one is an echelon, but to be gentle with the features that could be so easily abused, that makes you like the cream of the crop. That makes you like, that's, I don't even want to call it extra credit points, but that's not just rated supreme. That's a certain level of respect that anyone can opt in or out of, but you know, it's like, so it's not like forced respect, like just because somebody is like at the top, there's no pressure to like buy in or buy, you know, it's just energy that's attractive, I guess. Yeah. Magnetizing. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Okay, so the light has changed, as you can tell. Okay, so we got that. Yeah, this is good. This is very, very good. Okay. I'm gonna put that here, I think. On my inbox side, I think. Actually, I feel like I'm supposed to put that on the doing side, so I'll put it right there. Actually, let me see. I think I'm supposed to put it there. Okay, good. I'm supposed to put it like right in front of the Hermit energy. Okay, anything else that, best piece of advice for me? So you can do all of these things that, make you happy, but you do it because they make you happy. Don't wait for that time where, life takes a shit on you. And then you feel like you have to do it, but it's fine. It's fine if you do it for that, but you shouldn't have to like put it in your disaster recovery binder to regenerate. These are things that you can resource right away. These are still things that are falling according to plan. The things that like that I'm supposed to do for my, not just for my creative endeavors, and that spark. It's not just about the endeavor, it's the spark, you know. So you can still do, like, indulge in your spark. That's what they're saying. Not just to me, but to everyone here. Okay, indulge in your spark. Okay, so that wanted to show itself. It's the 5 of Cups. It's a starfish. Okay, so what opened it up to it? The 9 of Wands, extroverted. Ooh, look at that. It's receipts. It's receipts time. Oh, somebody's doing like late night receipts. Like somebody's an accountant or something. Like maybe not just an accountant, but like, you know, doing that type of thing. So they're running the receipts, looking at things like, yeah, they're pulling like kind of overnighters, but they're fun. You see, like they've got that on the sombrero. So they're going through the receipts while like they're having like some nachos, or they're not doing it like, oh, I can't do anything else. They're doing it like, also listening to a podcast, or, you know, they're doing that. Okay. That's what opened up to the 5 of Cups. Is it upright? Five of Cups. No, it's accentuated. So both are accentuated here. So Five of Cups is knowing what, like, basically cutting your losses, saying, like, doing due diligence with your goodbyes, with the death scene. And it's proper mourning. And it's accentuated. Like, if anything gets cut off on this starfish, it regenerates. It's automatic. I'm hearing, it's automatic. I feel your something. I don't know. You know that song? It's automatic. Automatic. That's funny. Oh yeah, see, like all those little babies right there. 5, and then like so masterful. Holy smokes. I don't know why that looks like a penis right there. So it's like big D energy, you know, like I don't know why I'm getting these things, but that's it's kind of like the big energy is watching out for us, like protecting us. There is some major force, like major energy, like big energy that's watching over us. That's insane. That's good. Anyway, so it's because I don't feel like it's kind of like cutting your losses. It's more like when life like takes a stab at you or tries to like sever certain parts of your limbs, it's like the divine takes note of it. The divine absolutely takes note of it. But we're granted regeneration. Like, it's not just like the old stuff. Like, it's the stuff that's coming through is not the same old. It's new. There's a huge amount of vitality there. With whatever was cut off, whatever's in its place, it's booming with legit vitality. It's like, okay, my 40-something-year-old, you know, arm was just been cut off, and now like the you know, the version of like its most useful state, like in prime state, is coming back into conditioning. So it's the evening light just came on, so it's like I have my 20-year-old arm instead of my 40-year-old, you know, something arm, and so that's what's happening. So this is good. Okay, this is good. And this, I know that this is not just for me, this is for my crew here. So I'm hearing something about it's true. Yeah, it's true. What is that? It's Lil Wayne and Big Sean. Yeah, it's true. Oh, what do you call it? What is that? Skeet first something, boy or girl, a jump off something. I am getting a block there, but you know what I'm talking about. Mr. Carter knows what I'm talking about. Okay, there's that. Do you see that? Whatever that is, it's here. Oh, it's a freaking Hierophant. I told you, look at those arms. I got it. It's on point. This is solid. This is the best piece of advice for me. Like, it's Eureka. Look, even with the freaking receipts. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. What's that song? Bitch. You know what I'm talking about. There's a song there. I forget what it is. But Clarifier, and we're done for this time. 43:48 on the clock. What is, I feel like there's something that's here that was open. What is that? This one was open, which is the 9 of Cups. Okay, so we can kind of be solid in that. Like that's good. That suffices, is what they're saying. Oh my gosh, you could do that. What is that? 9 of Wands, 2 of Swords right in front of it. Sun card in reverse, Lovers or Judgment in reverse, World card in reverse. Dude, that's crazy to get. Things are blocked, like, from seeing more to it, because there's a lump sum going on over here that's like, great goodness, like, great Scott. Okay, so what came over here on my Receiving side, 2 of Wands in reverse, 3 of Wands in reverse, and 3 of Swords accentuated, and one last one is, I don't know, Aeon in reverse? No, it's not Aeon, it's, I don't know what this one is. See, I told you, I don't understand all of that. So, they're saying bullseye on here, but, there's a lot to figure out in here, but the ships are here. Like, there's master number 33 presented here, and it's ultimately saying that there's certain things that need to be sized up. Like, somebody's about to, like, get married or whatever, and they need to get, like, certain things custom made. So something is being custom made, custom fit, to show up for a large commitment. Oh my goodness! That's why it's blocked. That's why it's blocked. That's why it's blocked. Okay, last one. 10 of Wands. That's absolutely fire. That's what they're saying. This is, I mean, this seems to be like a lot of burning. I mean, like a lot of burden, but it's like being... It's like collecting, when you're stranded, you're collecting like all of these resources to keep you warm. That's what's happening here. So there's some work being done, but it's not all by me. It's collectively done. So just trust in the process, Tina. Bottom of the deck, Brother of Earth in reverse. So that's Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, I just delivered a message. Not just for myself, but for all y'all. And then I'm going to get one from here, which is like a, I don't know, like a Doreen Virtue type of deck. It's about archangels. Clairsentience. So this is Archangel Raguel. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Okay, get into the feels. Get into the feels. I like it. I like it. And then we're going to get one from this deck. It's Ancient. What do you call this? It's, I forget, but I'll put it down in there. So, with this one? This one? Okay. Ooh, it's the Phoenix. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. That shiz is good. Look. And she doesn't care about her stubble or whatever's going on over there. She's good. It's good. This is great. I have to tell you, this is great news. So, buckle up your seatbelts, honeys. This is good. Okay? So no worries. I got the memo. And what else do we want to say? Anyway, thank you, Echelon Energy. I certainly appreciate your, what do you call it? Oh, shoot. I appreciate your, my hands are cold now. Your support. Oh my gosh, what was under my foot? Oh my gosh, what the heck? Oh, how did this even show up over here? Look, what the heck is going? Look, that's crazy. What the heck? What is that? What the frick is going? This is the last batch. Holy smokes. Okay, Brother of, this is Brother Tina. Brother of, not Wind, not Pentacle, not Cup, what is it? Fire. Okay, so, this is the Knight of Wands upright, the 2, High Priestess in reverse, the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's a lot of thought energies going through. So, basically, what they're saying is, the best piece of advice right now, literally under my right, like, freaking thigh, is that's like a lot of meat right there, is, Have confidence with how you're moving, Tina, but lay low. Like, you don't have to always make yourself visible. And when you do, like, don't give in to the pressures of what everybody else thinks. Like, that can easily trap you. 8, 9, 10. That's escalation of, like, the unneeded, okay? Except for the awareness that you need to draw back in. This is meditation in its most active sense. So this is good. This is, like the thoughts are always going to be there, you know? But there's a lot of things going on in the ethers that we need to be aware of, and not all of it is our junk, you know? But this is very good. This is very, very good. Yeah, have confidence in how you're moving. Like, you're always putting your right foot forward, so, like, don't question it. Like, you're the high priestess, whether you have to be objective or not, but for sure, always remain objective, okay? It's gonna you're gonna put all of that information, all of that data collection to good use. You always have, so it's good. All right. Okay, thanks so very much. All donations provided in light and love of light and love are appreciated. They're appreciated here. Okay, so upon closing these portals in this particular reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas to assisting with that sequence of roll out. In light and love, I close these portals in this reading. Now,